Welcome back to A Nigerian Man's Perspective. If you're new to my channel, please give this video a like and subscribe. The conflict between the Ogun State government and Zhongshan Fucheng Industrial Investment Company Limited of China has deep roots that trace back to 2001. During a period of increasing economic collaboration between Nigeria and China. This year marked the signing of significant treaties and agreements aimed at boosting trade and investment between the two nations, underpinned by the broader framework of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, FOCAC, established in 2000. In 2001, Nigeria and China entered into various bilateral agreements aimed at fostering mutual economic growth. These agreements were part of a broader strategy by China to increase its influence in Africa through investment in infrastructure, trade, and industry. One of the key outcomes of these agreements was the establishment of special economic zones and free trade zones across Nigeria, designed to attract Chinese investment and stimulate local economies. Following this agreement, in 2007, the Ogun State government under Governor Gbenga Daniel partnered with Zhongshan Fucheng Industrial Investment Company Limited to develop the Ogun Guandong Free Trade Zone. At the time, Nigeria was under the presidency of Umaru Musa Yar'Adua of blessed memory, following the presidency of Olusegun Obasanjo. This zone was intended to be a flagship project, symbolizing the strong economic ties between Nigeria and China. The project promised to bring significant economic benefits to Ogun State, including job creation, industrial development, and increased foreign direct investment. The early years of the project saw some progress, it has to be said, including initial investment and the construction of infrastructure. However, by 2015, the project had stalled, leading to disputes between Ogun State and Zhongshan. The dispute arose from allegations that Zhongshan had not fulfilled its contractual obligations, which were limited to building a perimeter fence rather than developing the zone fully as agreed. This led to dissatisfaction from the Ogun State government, which expected more substantial progress and investments from the company. Over time, disagreements arose between these two bodies regarding the execution of the project. This disputes likely involved the scope of work, timelines, and the quality of work done, which led to a breakdown in the relationship between the parties. As tensions escalated, arbitration proceedings began in 2016, which eventually led to an arbitration award of over $60 million against the Ogun State government and the federal government of Nigeria. This award was seen as controversial, particularly by the Ogun State government under Governor Dapo Abiodun, who viewed the arbitration decision as unfair and based on incomplete work by Zhongshan. The legal ramifications of this dispute have been far-reaching, involving multiple jurisdictions including the United States, United Kingdom, and France. The legal dimension of the dispute is complex, involving arbitration and multiple court orders across various jurisdictions. The legal struggle intensified when Zhongshan secured orders from the Judicial Court of Paris to attach 3 Nigerian government-owned aircraft in France valued at about $100 million as a means of enforcing the arbitration award. The Ogun State government and the federal government argued that these assets were sovereign and immune from such actions under international law. They accused Zhongshan of misleading the court by withholding key information, a tactic reminiscent of the notorious P&ID case, which is not in the scope of this video, where another foreign company sought to exploit Nigeria's assets abroad. The social economic implications of this failed project are significant. The Ogun Guandong Free Trade Zone was expected to be a major driver of economic growth in Ogun State, but the stalled project and subsequent legal battles have instead drained resources and diverted attention from other development initiatives. The dispute has also raised concerns about the effectiveness of foreign investment in Nigeria, potentially deterring future investors who fear similar outcomes. Would you blame them? This conflict has strained Nigeria's relations with China, a key economic partner, it has to be said. It underscores the challenges that African countries face in negotiating and maintaining large-scale international investments, especially when these projects encounter difficulties. The situation also reflects the broader issues within China's Belt and Road Initiative, where many infrastructure projects across Africa have faced delays, disputes, and financial challenges. Nigeria's response to this situation will likely influence its future dealings with international investors and its standing in global economic and legal arenas. The case also serves as a cautionary tale for other African nations engaging with foreign investors, emphasizing the need for robust legal frameworks and careful negotiation of contracts. Now, I have a few questions just to throw in towards the end. And as usual, I love to hear your comments, what you think about this. Was Nigeria right? Was China right? The Chinese companies Zhongshan, are they right? Was it Nigerian government under Ogun State government that was right? What is your take with regards to the aircrafts that were seized? These are my questions. How can Nigeria and other African nations better structure contracts with foreign investors to prevent similar disputes? We have to learn. What legal reforms are needed in Nigeria to safeguard national assets in international arbitration cases? What lessons can be learned from this conflict to improve the success rate of future free trade zones in Nigeria? How can Nigeria rebuild and strengthen its diplomatic relations with China following such conflicts? What role should the Nigerian federal government play in supporting state governments in managing international partnerships and investments? My conclusion: the conflict between Ogun State government and Zhongshan Fucheng Industrial Investment Company Limited is rooted in the broader context of Nigeria-China relations, which dates back to the 2001 treaties. What began as a promising venture to enhance economic cooperation has turned into a protracted legal and political mess, highlighting the complexities of international investment in developing countries. As the legal battles continue, the case serves as a reminder for both Nigerian and international stakeholders, emphasizing the need for clear agreements, robust legal frameworks, and the importance of good faith in international partnerships. I'll leave you here for today. If you're new to my channel or you're returning back to my channel and you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, click and select all notifications. Don't forget to enable notifications on your device of choice, usually to be your smartphone, so that when my next video comes, you can be sure to watch it. Leave a comment, share this to as many people as possible, give me a big fat like, and I'll see you in the next one.